about the carbon footprint. When you parked in that back lot, if you looked up at the back side of the hockey rink, the south side, you might have seen the largest solar array in a school in actually New England and beyond right now. It's an enormous 600 and some solar panels, and it was dedicated last fall. And actually, there's some school in Cambridge that's building a larger one. Harvard, that's it. But right now, ours is larger, so it's kind of neat. And actually, we had a Green Cup challenge this past year where all the schools in New England competed in reducing the energy, reducing the carbon footprint, doing all those things. There were some 80 schools that competed against one another, and we won it. So that was kind of Henry mentioned I've been here for 40 years actually. Started in 1971, and like Henry, I taught and coached and did various administrative jobs. I was a dean of students. I was athletic director back in the 70s, and now I'm the dean. And Henry and I work together in the Alumni Development Office. And when we leave the building, obviously we're going to go and see Mrs. Riddle's masterpiece. That's the focus. Everything here on this end of the campus was built in the last 6 years. This building, the new Performing Arts Center, the Student Center Athletic Complex with Field House, that was built in the last 5 years. And it wasn't meant ever to compete with Mrs. Riddle's work. It was only, we tried, or imitate. The idea was to try to complement it. You can't do what she did. And so that's what, but she did have a plan where there were going to be buildings here. I mean, there was going to be a library right here. And she had she wasn't planning an athletic complex because she wasn't into that. But so in essence, we've completed the campus here around the Village Green, and the chief architect for all of these new buildings is a guy named Rich Connell, who is authored the book that you now have. And Rich Connell graduated in 1974 from Avon and is related to Mrs. Riddle. And so he just had it in his brain. So he tried, there are a lot of motifs in these new buildings that are designed to kind of complement what she did. And we think he did a great job because, I mean, that's a pretty tough challenge to do anything in the vicinity of what she built. So that's something you'll see when we walk around, and it's an honor to be here. I mean, I sit here and I think, wow, what an amazing family. I mean, there aren't too many families in America that I think are doing what you do, you know, and it's just, it's amazing. And this school is a family, too. I mean, this school is a family. We have 400 boys, and they get very close, and the faculty very, very close to them, and they graduate and become alumni, and it's a very close family. And there's nothing quite like family, nothing.
You should know that 100 of the 400 students are legacy. They're the sons, they're the brothers, the nephews of former graduates.
Yeah.
The other point I'd like to make is that Judith Crystal is a very fine photographer, and some of her work of the campus will be on display and for sale in the refectory where you'll be eating lunch. So I would encourage you to take a look, and if you're interested, you can purchase some of those black and white photographs.
Great. So I guess, I suppose, I'll do the admission office first, is that right?
Yeah.
With that part?
That's fine.
And so I'll take those wonderful Red Sox fans with me.